What's up, guys, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Dave and I'm a photographer and videographer from the Bay Area of California. This is a very special video because today is the 1-year anniversary of Very Good Presets. Over the last year, I have released several presets through my shop and the response has just been overwhelming. It's honestly been changing my life 1 month at a time, to the point where now it's a pretty big part of my life. And while I don't want to make today a sales pitch, that's not what this is, I do want to just be candid with you and tell you a little bit about the why I started the company and what I hope to accomplish with Very Good Presets. And I figured there would be no more beautiful location to do this than the California coastline. We're only about 30 minutes from my home, and I count myself so lucky all the time that I live close to places like this. So one thing just about me, I started color grading on Apple Aperture, which is like some really old photo editing software in like 2004 or 2005. Today, all of the Aperture features are in Apple's Photos app. And of course, we all use Lightroom and some use Capture One. When Adobe Lightroom launched, the biggest, most helpful thing that ever came out for me was the Visco original film presets. Diving into those over the course of many years helped me really learn how to dial in edits. And of course, buying presets from friends or other photographers that inspired me helped me really learn what I was doing in the 2010s. Eventually, I landed on a preset based on Portra 400 that I just loved and used for a very long time on almost all my photos. And I would often get asked about that preset. Hey, what presets do you use? What are you editing with? And I would always just tell people, it's my custom preset. It's one of my looks. Now, when I launched my YouTube channel last year and the YouTube channel was taking off, I was getting that message a lot more. And I thought, you know what? If people love this preset, why don't I just offer it out there to the community as a way to help support this channel? And I was met at a personal crossroads. Do I want to just offer this preset on my website or launch something new that doesn't have my name on it that can eventually invite other people to collaborate with and be part of? And ultimately, my heart and desire is to build something that is bigger than me. Because if it's built on me, it's going to be pretty limited. With that in mind, I launched Very Good Presets with one preset, Portra 400. So I began to start thinking about the kind of tools that I think the community would benefit from and things that I wanted to create, things that would get me excited to create. And I began over last year doing two things. One, creating some looks that I thought were universal enough that could work for anyone. And two, bringing over some of my favorite film looks to the digital world. And the thing that gets me the most excited about all this are the collaborations. You might remember that recently I did a collaboration with Julie and Jerry, releasing a Vision 3 preset, and then soon after did a collaboration with Jake Tovar, releasing his take on Portra 400, both in 35 and 120. And this is just the beginning of collaborations and the beginning of building a community around Very Good Presets. So I'm super excited about it. This is my friend Scott.
Hey.
Incredible fine art portrait photographer. Check out Scott right down below at that link. All right, we're about to climb this really big dune. I'm honestly not excited about it, but we got to get back to the car and continue on our day.
Yeah, it's quite a hill.
I told Scott I was too fat for this. I'm using their footprints as stairs. There's a lesson in that. I'm happy to report that we survived the climb.
Barely.
As I understand it, there's always gonna be another mountain. What's that Miley Cyrus line? There's always gonna be another mountain. Always gonna be an uphill battle.
God, I'm impressed you know Miley Cyrus.
Hey, everyone listens to the radio at some point, right?
Sure.
At some point in their life. It's a climb. All right, stop number 2 today. We are at an apple orchard in Corralitos. Now, obviously this time of year, there's no apples, but we're still gonna go in here and try to get some great photos. So over the last year, Very Good Presets has had such a wild ride. You know, we've released Portra 400, Goal 200, FP4, other film stocks, a couple of cinematic looks like the Jupiter pack. But one thing that gets me really excited is living out a culture of generosity, which is a cultural value for myself and my family. I think cultural values are really important for any type of business because you have to figure out like who you're gonna be as a company. And when that company is you as a like creative, like a photographer or something, then you've got to figure out like what's really gonna matter to you and what values you're gonna live out. The customers that I've had with Very Good Presets, maybe you, if you're watching, even demonstrate that towards me. You guys may remember that we had like a family crisis with our cat Crunchy back in the late summer, early fall of last year. And to raise money, I released a free preset. That preset was downloaded over 10,000 times. Still blows my mind. There was enough given to help us offset the cost of saving our cat's life, which I've got a 6 and a 9-year-old, and we were not ready to have to go through that level of trauma with them. And so it was really special the way the community helped us out with that. And that preset gets downloaded every day, multiple times a day, like every single day since I released it. Just this year, being able to release the 1956 pack and give half of all proceeds from that pack to an organization like Black Imaging out of LA is really special because it gives us something that we can give towards and give to that is advancing the arts and photography. I'm linking videos above, by the way, so you can learn about these things in more detail if you want to find out more. But it's really important to me that Very Good Presets and everything that we do lives out a culture of generosity. Okay, so we are here in Capitola. We're walking around these colorful hotels. They're very iconic for California here. This is my buddy Scott. I wanted to introduce you guys to him. You saw him before when we were squatting down on the beach when he was taking photos of oysters and jellyfish.
Yeah, I'm just hung up on you catching me squatting.
Yeah, right. If you didn't get a chance, you can now check out Scott's link down below. But Scott, tell us what you're working with today.
Today I'm shooting with a Leica M11. and a 28 millimeter Summilux, which is my favorite lens.
He's rolling around with a Summilux. I've got the 28 Summicron on. You know, if you know much about these two lenses, they are in totally different classes. So I'm excited to like actually get some of Scott's files and see how they compare. We're both shooting pretty open, like f2. I'm somewhere between f2 and f4, depending upon if the mechanical shutter is engaging or not. We both agree that the Leica electronic shutter experience is no fun.
No.
Like,
yeah, totally
no
agree.
feedback whatsoever. I think the camera locked up or froze if it goes to the electronic shutter. So yeah, we're trying to keep it mechanical. Scott's also shooting a monochrome, but just not at the moment. But a lot of your photos today have been on the M10 monochrome.
That's right, M10 monochrome.
Why do you love that camera?
It just forces me to shoot the way I generally prefer, which is black and white. The camera's just amazing. The files are amazing.
But Scott, why not just edit in black and white?
We've had this discussion. I feel like there's some video that's going to come in the future about this.
I think so. So you gotta stay tuned and keep watching. Okay, so one of the things that has been the most fun for me with Very Good Presets is having a community of people that try these presets before I launch them. I mean, here's the thing, like I shoot the Leica camera system and I shoot Sony as well, but I really don't have Canon or Fuji or Nikon. And while I have raw files that are older from those systems, I don't have ongoing files with the newer cameras. And so having a community of people has been so incredible to have them beta test and give feedback about what's working and what isn't on their own raw files. If you are interested in beta testing these presets, you can join the Patreon community. There are 2 levels. One of them gives you just access to download the betas as I launch them, and the other gives you a chance to hop on video calls, and we're still trying to figure out a good rhythm for that. But both levels are incredibly helpful for making Very Good Presets stay open and stay alive. It does things on the front end, like it helps me buy film and get film developed, which is incredibly helpful when you're emulating film. It also gives me resources to be able to travel to different places and test in different lighting and different environments. And California is super diverse, and so I'm able to go to different places, whether it's city or landscapes, desert, forest, ocean, mountains, we have it all here. So the Patreon community is a big part of what creates these presets. And so thank you to all of those that are watching that are current Patreon subscribers. And if you want any information about it, the links are right below. And that's a community I didn't see happening whenever we first launched Very Good Presets, but now it's becoming a thriving community of people, and I'm just so grateful for it. Okay, you've been here before. This is Fin Cove. I was here with Julian whenever we were shooting the Vision 3 video. You can watch that right above. Now, when we were here last time, pouring down rain, absolutely disgusting in every way. Now it's midday, harsh lighting, but it just works because it's beautiful California coast. If you haven't had a chance yet, this is a good time to like this video and be sure to subscribe. I do 2 videos every single week unless something goes horribly wrong. We're gonna shoot here for a little bit and try to find some interesting compositions and just take in the beauty that is Fin Cove. All right, we changed locations, came over to Panther Beach. So we're gonna shoot around here a little bit now. All right, so we've come down to Santa Cruz for golden hour. We're on the boardwalk. You know, they said we were gonna have bad weather tonight, but actually it is about as beautiful as California gets. You know, as we celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Very Good Presets, I just want to tell you all how grateful I am to every one of you who have bought these presets and supported their development and honestly enabled this channel to grow as it has. At the end of the day, Very Good Presets exist so that I can bring efficiency and joy to your editing process. And it's not that my presets are meant to be the end-all be-all, but it's meant that it would bring you efficiency, help you get to where you want to be faster, so you can dial it in and make it your own at that point. I just want to tell each of you how grateful I am that you would believe in this company enough to put your dollars into it, and thank you for that. This next year is going to be amazing. As you have already seen, the collaborations are just going to continue. We've got incredible stuff coming to market throughout the year. I hope it brings you a ton of joy, a ton of life into your photography. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all you've done to support it from this past year. We're gonna wrap it up, finish our shoot here at this beautiful Santa Cruz boardwalk. Scott, thank you so much for taking me around Santa Cruz today. You know, I live 30 miles away, but this guy was able to take me all over the place and show me better parts of Santa Cruz that I didn't even know about.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.